Hello, hello. I thought I'm going to go on a little bit earlier. So, yeah, because we've got so much consolidation, I'm thinking we might get a move earlier than planned because I don't think we're going to go a lot. Hello, hello. I thought I'm going to go on a little bit earlier. I'm just checking that goes off. So I know my sound is working now. I had bad sound this morning, so I hope it's going to be better today. I reset everything, so um, yeah, I think the algo is giving away quite a bit today. So let's go into it because let me just go into my screen. I want to get this rid of it. I just took a little stab to see if we're already going in this macro, but it just doesn't seem to be going yet. So yeah, let's start the analysis already because it's going to be a nice afternoon. So we're above all the NWOGs. So normally I call that ping pong Monday, as some of you already know. We're above all of them, so that's not that's not going to happen today. We're above the 4 a.m. We had a nice 410 model, so that's also a clear indication. That can be a clear indication that we are in a trending day, even though we're consolidating right now. That we're not going to go lower to that 4 o'clock again today. So we just have to wait, but it looks it's been stalling. And if you look at the higher time frame, it does look like some state distribution, right? So, and this is that it's been taking its time to just finish this higher time frame market maker by move. I mean, I've been bullish for, I think now, 4 weeks, no, 3 weeks, I think, because of this area here. This was last week, there's a little negative and this day went down, and yesterday, Friday, um, we had it was a beautiful, 10-4, very mechanical, and today again, what is it, Dolly? Hey, oh, so, uh-oh, she's jumping, probably hear something cool at some point. So, yeah, so at some point we're going to, but it's like, you can take real time, reject every rejection, right, go back into range, and blah, blah, blah. So have to be very vigilant on levels and look at other things that we use in our analysis. So yeah, so technically bullish, but I'm also aware that we have to be very vigilant of the price action because it's no news Monday. Normally I use the NWOGs on days like this and the event horizon for like ping pong between them. I've got some other confluences that I use, but yeah, preferably we want to see it go lower first and then go higher, right? But look how it's behaving on the lower time range. It's just sort of like, already have a low here. We already went to the first presented fair value gap of today. So we have to put inversions and look here. This is last week's Friday's first presented fair value gap. You see how it goes into it beautifully. So, and we have a nice little gap here. There's no, well, we do have an inversion here on the 1 minute, but it's also getting into it. Let's mark this. I'm trying not to mark too many things, but I think it's one interesting one because it does show we can see this version here. We're still going to use it again. Let's see. Another one. Good little gap here. Let's go to the 3 minute. Okay, so this gap is really okay. Nice, interesting. This gap now is already built. It moved right. Most likely we have on ES maybe some. I would say that I'm gonna check this. Let me go see. We have some SMT with ES. Did anyone take a good trade? If you're here and you want to share if you had a trade today, I would love to hear it. I played my funder today. I didn't do anything last week. I'm very open about that. If I'm doing a demo or, but this week I really want to get a payout. So it's week 2 of the month. Week 2 and 3 are my best weeks always. And week 3 is the best. So yeah, definitely going for some live funded trades, and if I'm not sure, I'm just going to do some demo just to keep on practicing. Okay, I was checking the S&T with ES. Let's see. So why is my S&T not working? Okay. Why are you not doing your job? You're supposed to make my life easier. Okay, so on Q we just wicked into a nice 15-minute wick, and we're rejecting of that. We're going down now, so let's see what it does. I need a little bit more information for our PM session trade, but I think we're going to get a nice, definitely we'll set up, I think, a nice clean setup, because we just have a lot of information now, and I think we'll have a nice trade, and most likely I will do it on my live account as well. So let's see if I'm confident enough to see. 400 up on the day, my life. So I don't want to give anything back. Preferably I want to get some more, but only when it's A+ setup. And it has to be pure mechanical. Data driven, 3-4 confluences, then I go on my live. So I don't. I just play my demo. I really changed that. I've really gotten more serious about risking my demos, and I need A+ setups. I need a couple of things that needs to align, and then I go in. And sometimes, even though on a 25K, I do tend to go with a mini. I never used to do that, but now if I'm really sure, I do it. Just then it's a very short trade. I'm in and out, and I'm done for the day. But I tend to do more micros because then I can scale in and out. So it's a little bit more safe, to be honest. So let's say for the stream, I will do micros on my 25K account, and if it's higher than 50K account, I will do minis. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so as you can see, we're just creating liquidity on the upside. We're in a rejection block, basically, in the week of 5 September, right? So we're in those weeks at 15 minutes. You can see we're clearly rejecting there, and we have the weekly high there, the daily high, which obviously everybody's eyeing, so that's why they're always stalling. That's what happens, right? You think, oh my god, they're going there. It's just how many points we got there? Oh, it was 23,886, and the high was at 90,901. So that's typical behavior on days like this. But it just, it's sort of like an extension of Friday's move, I guess, because we wanted to. It's already on its way to the upside, but then again, it's just trying to trick people out of their positions. And that was a drop, the Friday drop was beautiful. And that's what they do, right? Everybody's like bullish, and then they bring it up, and then they just flush everyone out of their position. Yeah. But it was sort of like, it was, you could have expected it, because I did mention, like, once it gets over the high, the weekly high, it can drop like any time. But I didn't expect it to happen that soon. It would be very fast. And then again, I didn't play it, so I didn't. There was a beautiful 10-4 model there as well, but I just let it go. Saving my energy for this week to make some money this week. So, but again, we have to be a little bit. We have to be patient. Well, let's see now. Okay, so we have the lunch macros done, and I'm going to go over my root candles. I don't know if who is here already knows about my time-based trading, that I use root candles. and a volatility indicator that plots the levels that is sort of like calculated that it can reach. Now it can extend over those levels, and sometimes they don't get to them, but it gives you a good indication. I use that a lot, and yeah, I use a lot of time-based analysis, ICT analysis. I combine everything and make sort of like my own little mix and match, I guess. So yes, I trade a little bit differently than most ICT traders, I guess. Yeah, but I guess that's the point, right? To be a little bit different. It wouldn't be really fun if we're all the same, I guess. I think also that's not what ICT wants us to build on his blocks. So now, if I'm looking at this price action, does it go? Do we think it's going further down today? I don't know. We haven't even gone into the opening range gap. We just wicked into it at 9:30. So the opening range gap is the gap that is from 4:15 Friday and opens at 9:30 today. And that gap is a very important gap that I always use in my during the whole week. I calculate the range. I do quarters, 1/3, and I don't put it on this chart, otherwise it gets too full. But we haven't even gone into the wick. We opened up at 9:30. We wicked into it and we moved upwards, and then we had a test of the first percent fair value gap, and again at 10:23, and then we moved up for the last bit to the upside, and then at 10:45 we've been sputtering around. We wicked again in the first presented fair value gap of Thursday. So I have another chart where I mark all the first presented fair value gaps of it's of the monthly contract, and you can see it whipped up into the Thursday ones, and now it's moving its way through the Friday ones. So it's very interesting to see how they move between those first presented fair value gaps. So yeah, but anyway, yes. Now let's go over some interesting time things that I'm looking at. I have to look into it because it's just been consolidating, so not really much to really. We really want to see it show its hand, right? No. Could we go back into the range into 7883 level? So would that be a possibility, or is it something for later tonight? No, then we would go below and walk. I want to look at something. I'm gonna look at something. Let us look at something. Oh, okay. This is the end of the range of today. Could that be the case? Or is this just okay? That's that to this. I think I'm a little bit zoomed out on OBS, right? Sorry about that. That's by accident. Apologies. Didn't mean to do that. I apologize. Yeah, I'm just gonna let it work its way and give some more information. Let's see how it's going to react at this inversion here. Let's go through it. Let's look at the 4 hour. We have the 10 to 2, so we're halfway. Now, what do we see when we look at the 4 hour candle here? We worked our way up, up, up. We went into this wick. Now we are going below, or we are below the close of this candle here. Now I do suspect that the 4 hour candle will be one more to the downside. So I do think we're going to get some movement to the downside until 2 o'clock. Because we're already down here. We took out this wick, so we're most likely on 1 hour. Most likely will go from external liquidity to internal. Let me go to the 1 hour. So the 9 o'clock took out the external liquidity, then we went into this one, and now we're going most likely into this wick. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to measure this wick here. Do we see anything lining up with this level 815, 085, 087? Okay. Now, this is more a level that has my interest now. Why? What did I do? So I'm not in a trade right now, and it's going down, but I don't care. So I took this wick that I already bought, and I just brought, instead of taking this whole wick, I measure it from this wick now, and to here, and then I'm looking at this level, these two. 0.5 is here, but if I go to this one here, it's exactly, and 0.25 is, so we could go down into this level here, and this could be a rejection block, or we could go, let me see, you know that wicks are gaps, right? You have to use them separately. You can. How am I so close to that? Okay, let's see now. What are you doing? I think I'm going to change um, my OBS or my camera more zoomed out. I think because that looks weird if I'm looking into the. I think I'm too close to zoomed in. Yeah, okay, let's see. This camera goes closer than this. Yeah, used to my new setup. Okay, well here we go. So you see how tricky this price action is, right? It just goes down and then it wicks back into that first presented or in that IFUG. So just have to wait. Okay. Now, do I really mind not being in this move? No, not really. I don't really care. Um, this is just too slow and just too herky jerky, and it's just in a range. And yes, it might make one big move to the downside. I don't really care. I'm just waiting for a really clean AMD. So I would rather have the distribution to either the upside or the downside. But um, yeah, we're still bullish. I mean, I'm still bullish. But then again, we have a no news Monday. We sort of hit an important objective today. Um, we still don't have. We still have the weekly high and the daily high, right, above us. It was 20 points above. I think it's about 20 points above this level. So there is still a level to go to, but it could do that tomorrow as well. We just have to see how now the lunch session is setting itself up. But on Mondays like this, there's still good moves to get. I really don't. It's not always new. It doesn't have to happen news because you know when you have your bias and your order flow in check, and just look at this candle here. It's beautiful. I mean, this is really a juicy candle, right? No complaint here. I made my money on my funded with this candle, and yeah, let's see if we can get some other. So I'm already I'm happy for today, but then again, obviously we want to have more if we have a good setup. But if not, we're gonna be fine. We just stay breed and we just learn. But I don't really mind. But obviously, yes, I do want to have another trade. That's my goal, to find an A plus setup. Um, but I'm not interested in this move. I'm still bullish as well. I would rather have the upward move, instead of getting this because it just goes down now. I wasn't that 3.6 hour trade for 1.5 hours last Thursday. I learned my lesson there. It was really, I mean, I had my objective and I was really, okay, it was a demo trade though. So, but then again, I'm still practicing execution and getting into trades but it took me 1.5 hours to get there. And it was like, I just know I don't like that. So I really want the moves that, we get in, and if we're wrong, we know very fast, and we get TP max, maybe max 15 minutes. I would rather, take my profit and re-enter at another level. But it is something I do want to improve, some like a higher time frame trades that I do take them. If London, we have a reversal, we get in London and you let it ride out if there's a continuation in New York. That's something that I'm really working towards, to also stay in those trades. But yeah, so I am improving that, but then I don't want to babysit it on the stream, for example. I just would rather start a stream and say I'm already in the trade since London. Oh, here it is, and I've got my stop loss. I can go to the beach, do things. Then if I'm stopped out, I'm stopped out, and if not, it's fine. But anyway, that's for now. Just saying, we're not going to do those long trades in this session. It was NFP Thursday. I mean, that is always like slow grinds, and it does go to a certain level, but it takes its time because it has its news on Friday, so it always keeps the level in a certain range, or just goes to its targets really slow. So, but anyway, it was a good trade. It's good to know that my analysis was good, and patience was good. So, and again, I know now I don't want that too much. I allow it to happen maybe a few times. So do you see this one, this little gap here on the 3 minute? Let's see. I do want to see. Let me see if I can calculate how far down we can go. Let's see if there's some clarity on that. Let's see, we can see. I do have a weekly high and a level that is interesting to me, but that's all the way at 23,803-ish. I wonder if it's going to go all the way there. 23,803. Let's see if it's now using that weekly high as support, and it also takes out the liquidity. So either on the 15-minute, we're going to use a 15-minute as a rejection block, so that will be then before that point, or we're going to go all the way down to 803-ish and take this liquidity out, which could be the case, because if we're going to retest the breaker, then we do have to go a little bit lower to that 803, at least to that 803 level, because we did spike up all the way up and we did not do any retesting so far. But then again, it could also retest from a 15-minute rejection block. Let's see. $8.14. I could take a trade here. $8.14. We're gonna go down. Okay. We might be done for this move to the downside. Let's see. $783 is interesting as well. So 803, 783 are the two levels that I have on my mind for the move to the downside. Sorry, 803. I mean 803. Hmm. Hello, Dolly. What's up here, my shitty? What is wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Pretty girl. You're so pretty. Hello. Hello. Is your puppy? Zeg het bij me. Still waiting. 12:30 right now. So I have 803. Either we're done with the move down, or either if we go further down, I have 803 on my radar or 783. Those are two levels that I'm looking for at the downside. Not in any trade, not interested in any trade. Just letting it play out. It's sort of like if you look at it on the 3 or 5 minutes, some market maker sell model. Let me show you. 783. Yeah, you have the first, the accumulation. And it goes all the way down and finalize it at here, 803. It's also a 930 level. So it could be the finalization. I mean, market maker buy sell model. So that's basically what the market does, right? Even though we're bullish, it does might make mini market maker buy models on the lower time frame. So it could. Oh, 803. Look at that. 803 is the daily open. So that's exactly here. That would be a nice trade, though. Yeah. No, I'm not in it. I'm not gonna take it. Too late. Should have taken it. I retested this inversion. See, tested the inversion and it's gonna make it move. And the 4 hours clearly, like I said, it's clearly very supposed to say that. Then again, on higher time frame, I would be careful with looking at where the reject. But I think this is a good order to aim inversion. We have Tuesday delivery with multiple entries. And oh, look at that, beautiful 803. Let's see what it does at 803. So we're taking this liquidity and then we can reject in this rejection. Basically a rejection block, and if that's not a rejection block, then we could go all the way down to 784-ish. Or we have an end wall, and let's see how it first reacts at the end wall. Most likely that's this level here. So that's exactly, the end wall is exactly below this 3-minute wick. But then again, I think it's still going to go to 783. Okay, there we see obviously it always rejects, or it always reacts, I must say, reacts at level at like the daily open, because it's a liquidity level. So even though it's going to continue, you will always see a little spike up, or it just rejects there. Yeah. So now, let's see. What time is it? 12:33. Oh, I love 12:33. 12:33 could be the end of a move. Could be. does, if you look at the levels, we're in a wick. We hit the daily open, so yeah, let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. We've got 1.5 hour more to go in the 4 hour candle. Let's see how we go. Oh, look at this little gappy here, 780. Did I say 783? Yes. Hmm. Now I see that gap. Now I'm getting really. Now it doesn't have to do it now, right? Obviously, but. Look at all this. Normally when it goes down, it always retests one of those levels which has been formed because it needs to balance out. And there's nothing else to balance for. Exactly, it's 791. Okay, let's see. It's not too much. If you want to be in this trade, you should have been in already. But for me, the only entry, the solid entry, would have been the retest of this inversion. I was really interested way down. I'm still not interested in paying this. I want a nice distribution, low resistance, not this kind of behavior. But yeah, if you do know it's going down and you manage to enter somewhere here, there's nothing wrong with it. You're certain of your levels. It's fine. You can sit through it. You have some lunch in the meantime and just watch it. It's all fine. Okay, now let's see what it's going to do. I should sit normal. I have to get used to this new setup here. Looks like I'm a little bit too close to that. So let's go to the 1 minute because I want to see how it's printing. You see? So this dotted line, but 783 is on my radar. Let's see if it's good. Check some things again. Yeah, 783. Yeah, it's definitely going. 783, still 18, 15 points. Is it worth it? 1237. Well, you need to just go. You need to just run to it because 1233 did not reverse, so you're going to run now to that level. Maybe it's going to even lower. But 1287, 80, yeah, 783, 84 is definitely in the cards for this one. Okay. 1237, come on. Come on, you can do it. Just go, 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 go. Then we have a nice market maker finalized, market maker model. You made a nice little round. So now, what's interesting? If we go into the range, then we might get, it might be you might get our N-walk ping pong setups because then it moves from N-walk to event horizon to N-walk. So either we reject from that top N-walk, that's the one from 17 August. Either so, but we have already wicked into it. It's a very small one actually. Yeah, we've already wicked into it. We're sort of rejecting out of it. So okay, so that's funny now. The level that I'm watching, the N-walk is a little bit higher. See, it's rejecting. So let's see if it's not going any further. Because it could just reject from the end. But now here, we're just going to get that down. Okay, so you're going to see. I just want you to. But if we go too low, we want to stay within the OTE levels, right? If this is just a retracement down to go further back up, because that's what we want. We still have liquidity on the upside, correct? So the move down, we should consider then just as a retracement to continue higher, right? So let's go to see if we get the OTE levels on the stick. Let's consider this a D range. This is a D range. Go to this. Change. There we go. So you see this little gap is exactly between the 7.2 and the 7.9. So in order for it to be still valid OTE level, so that means you wanted to reject somewhere in this level. You don't want it to go below this little gap here. I think that's also in the 4-hour. Let me double check. Yeah, the gap is exactly in this range here, so we're still fine. So for me, you know what I'm noticing now in the 4-hour? Ooh, we have one. Mark this level here. I don't think we're going to go there today. Well, we could obviously, but there's no. We have no wick. That's a devil's mark, and that's a magnet at some point. So once it goes down, those are levels to always have on your chart. 4-hour, especially the 4-hour, no wick candles. Oh, look at this beautiful move up. Beautiful. Oh, I like that. Okay, so we took the liquidity here to 790, and we're making a nice move up. Let's check on the VNet how it looks. Okay, you see here, it looks like it's still not done yet. Even though I have a large breaker, so I don't see a breaker. I don't see any structure to really build off, or it needs to go all the way up here, and then we have a change in state delivery. Like on the 1 minute, if you look at the 1 minute, right? Oh, you can see, oh, there's a breaker here. We're going up. But if you check the 3 minute or the 5 minute, you just see a wick and there's one. And there's here we have some level, but it's not logical for it to really. It could do it though, but and this will be the first breaker. But on the 1 minute, you have a break already here. So I don't trust this structure. I don't trust it for it to be a reversal yet. Let me put it that way. So I would rather wait a little bit longer until we really have a clear structure on the 3 and 5 with a breaker, and yeah. Because now what it can do, it just goes up into this 5 and fair value gap, and just goes to something, goes back down. Go all the way, and then just disrespect this order, bearish order block. Could, because you have a large wick, but I don't trust it. Also because we have this area here. Now we went into the 602 level, we went into the NL. Yes, it could go up. Yes, definitely. But it's 12:44. It's still lunchtime. We still could go down further. I'm so bearish for now to go bullish again. Yes, yes, yes. I think I should take a. This is just going to be. I think I'm going to take a step because I can. 7, 8, and put this very tight stop. It's just a paper trade. So you know what gave it away, right? The 3 and the 5 minutes. But we're not done yet. Trying to stop. A little bit higher. 783 is my level. Yes, come on. Yeah, I'm gonna trail my stop a little bit more. Okay, that stops me out, but I don't want it to go. Here we go. So it was a very easy. I mean, my stop loss. I entered and my stop loss was about the wick, and then the moment it's made a large candle, I trilled it and now I trilled a little bit lower. I think it's in this macro, 1250 macro, it's going to hit this liquidity level, the 7083 level that I mentioned before. It's not on my live account, this, by the way. Oh, and look here, we have now the event. Did you see that pop up? The event horizon exactly at 781. So that's the mid between these two. Now you see it's going out of the N walk again. It stops me out in profit. It's fine. But I do think we are going to this 7-8 level here. Or we could just make another liquidity level for later. All possible. 748. 748. Yeah. Let's see if it reverses in the so that it uses the first part of the macro to take some liquidity at the downside. So that means either it goes into a gap or into a wick, and then reverses during the macro, or it is really going to go further down. We do have on the 4-hour a So let's see if it goes all the way to that block. That would be really like it. Let's check something else. Come on, go to 783, 783.50. That's my level. It's my TP. Now where can we go? 727, 799. Where did you hit the level? I wonder if it's already hit the level. If going low. Just okay. I've got to stick to my trade. Yeah, I might just reverse. I might not go further down. I'm not gonna. Yeah. $12.50. I like to see that on when I'm bearish, but it might stop me out. I moved my stop. That's my punishment. I moved it too low because I moved exactly to the midpoint. That's a dangerous spot to do it because it might just go into that range and then take me out and then still go down. Lesson learned. Let's see. It also could be that it's just going back up. Yeah, I'm going to be stopped out. But it's in profit. It's okay. But you don't want to be stopped out in profit and then it still goes down right into a 2 tick because that means I brought it down too fast. That's why it's always good to see. That's what exactly. This is exactly what I mean. That was very silly. But then again, it's okay. Now let's see on the 3 minute or 5 minute. Do we see a break? See now we might be nice breaker here on the minute. And actually on the 5 minute one. It's ugly though. No, it's not really. But then again, it's a little bit more. It gets a little bit more tricky. But I think yeah. This is breaker now. Low, high, low. It could be done for them. So the stop now, it's okay. But yeah, also we have these gaps, right? Some, to be honest, normally 9 out of 10 times it doesn't go to those gaps in the next candle. It always like uses it like in a later stage. So I wouldn't be surprised if it just leaves it. But we'll see. So when you take a trade like that, right? Even though I entered around, I entered right here and then I put my stop here. You should never put your, you should always put your stop above the inversion or above the. But you see, it's very bullish now. So I think we're done with the move to the downside for now. So I think we're turning bullish again. Yeah. So actually, this is a bullish move. Let's see if it goes above this line here. Can we call this a change in state of delivery already? Yeah, we can. No confirmation. But then again, look at the 3-minute. We could reject this rejection block. We have a fat candle, so we could go up here into this and then down again. Very hard to read. Happy that I just paper trade on those trades as well. It's beautiful. It goes into this wick. Oh, nice. Bullish, bullish. Bullish, bullish, bullish. And Q is so bullish. Really. There's really nothing really bearish. I mean, yeah, we've got moves to the downside, but I've been bullish since like 2 weeks now. Yeah. Are you going to go for the weekly high now at 23,900? Is that what you're thinking? Yeah, I think so. I think we're ready. Let's go. Let's go. I think it's ready to move. It does make sense if I look at ranges. I think it's going to go up now from here. Are you done? Are you done? Are you going to go one leg down? Because we still have 1 more hour on the 4 hour, remember? So if we look at the candle, right, the 4 hour, we've got the open, high, low, close. So if we have the low, you might go up for the last hour, but it's just a little bit too much to go all the way back up now, because that means the 4 hour will turn into a doji candle basically. So I'm just sort of like thinking like, how would the 4 hour, how would it, what does it want to do? It does it have a function? Is it going to be an order block for later? Is it going to be, right? So we have to look. We still have 1 hour to go. What do we think? Maybe look at the 4 hour here. This one here. What is the function of it? Are we going to get a continuation candle? Could be. Oh gosh. What is that, Gigi? It's the neighbor's cat. A lot of noise. I don't know if you can pick that up. If the mic, I think the mic does some sort of noise cancelling, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's cancelling this noise. Ah, never a dull moment. Ah, okay, now, so also because it's in such a kind of, you can expect a little bit. It's going to be low resistance, right? It's such a trend line liquidity, but it really has not been anything like it. So are we going to move up in the same way like it went down? Okay. I think that's my, I do think that my cats are not telling him to F off for the property. Okay, you see, we don't want to be in this type of price action, right? You see this, and you can already tell. I mean, in all honesty, if you are, even though like on 1 minute, it looks pretty nice. It's a nice structure, right? If you see this, I mean, when you check the 3 and the 5 minute, it looks pretty ugly. So then it sort of like invalidates this trade for me to the long side, even though it has a nice push up. That's why I always circle through the 135 just to see like, okay, is it really also on the 3 and the 5? Beautiful breaker. We have a change in state of delivery on the 3, 5, and how does it look? And if you look at the 5, it looks bloody ugly, right? Look at this. This doesn't look like anything for me. It still looks like it could go down to this level. Could spike up, but I'm still inclined now to do this. I had a stop out in profit, so that's okay. But then I'm just a little bit worried that I'm not reading it properly. So for me, it's like it was a paper trade anyway, but still it doesn't matter. I treat it the same. It was stop out in profit. I bounced around from bullish to bearish for the move. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stay out and just watch and wait for A plus setup where I really have everything aligned. Because you know when everything's aligning, it's you could still be wrong, yes, but you have that feeling, you just like, okay, everything just, and that comes most of the times when you just sit through these times and you wait and you get rewarded, and especially on times like this. So I really start to appreciate that now more, also when you have consolidation, because what comes after consolidation? AMG and accumulation, then we have manipulation, and then we have the distribution, and we love distribution. So once you start seeing that, you actually start to appreciate the accumulation, because you know what's coming afterwards, right? You just have to sit through it. Just, yeah. And that's where time comes in, those time models. So for example, one of my favorite times to trade in the AM, PM, in the PM lunch session is 14:09 Eastern. And we're going to get a lot of chop now, for example, and it's not going to do anything. I know there will be a very nice opportunity after, let's say, 10 past 2. But then again, we have to sit through it, right? Patient. Now, I'm actually not a patient person, to be honest. It's actually one of my downfalls. But it does help me on being on stream a little bit and talk about the analysis, because I'm not just, if I talk about it, I am looking into it more in depth, and I see, I might not have seen it if I wouldn't be on stream, because I might have been, just YOLO trade maybe some a little bit more, or too inclined to just take the trade. And now I'm really more disciplined. It really helps me. So yeah. I still have to get my music back though. I think that's nice to have on the stream. But I have to figure out the how I can get it to work without the mic being very robotic. Because I did it through OBS, so it was, with a virtual cable. But for some reason, it got really ugly. I did a few tests and just can't do it. So we have to have some level of, I guess, professionalism. Yeah. Now let's see what it does. We're in a macro again. Are you just going to consolidate here? So this morning I talked about the 1034 level. So those specific root candles. So let's see where we are. I think we're already below it, obviously. Technically, the point is, if you have a trade and you want to go short, you have to wait until price comes above it. And it did after it hit that liquidity, the 10 o'clock line. Let's go over the chart. Just want to see my other screen, which is not on this screen. Just want to make sure that yeah, we're going to 783. See, that's also a thing. You can have your analysis can be spot on, but timing is also, analysis and execution are two different worlds. You can be top notch in analysis. I can be spot on in analysis, but I can really have a shitty day and still have losing trades because my execution is just shit. Either you get in too late or your timing is off, and it's just not time for the move to come. Or you get caught in consolidation, and that's the weirdest thing. I've seen the best traders really, they know exactly what's happening, but then still execution is just like they could still have a losing trade, and yeah, it happens to me as well, and especially when I have when I have good analysis, it's a whole different game. This execution as well, right? So it's very funny. So I guess that's the reason why I just throw my stop rate sometimes a little bit too fast because at least you have a profit stop. But then, yeah, I guess the point that those you get better at it, and you know you start practicing. Eventually, your analysis and your execution become the same. But they're not. They're really. I mean, it's really two different things. And sometimes you're not. You just don't execute well. Um, and I think traders have to be honest about that. Okay. But it's quite weird if you think about it, right? I think it's weird, but I never really thought about it. But then when I really started to get more knowledge, and then I was like, okay, well, how can this be possible? I knew exactly where it was going, but I still have a losing day. And okay, oh, execution and analysis are actually not the same. Okay, again, a new thing that you need to work on. Yes, we're never done as traders, right? That's the fun part. Okay, let me see. Sorry, so then again, above it at 12 at noon. Okay, that was the time that we could go short. But then, how would you know? Okay, so now see now it's going to that level, and I had to stop out. But see, I was too early. And now it's going to that 783, or not even again, not touching it. That's also something. So what I also do, even though if I have a level in mind, I always put it like 1 or 2 points above it, just so I get out of it, and then I don't have to sit through another. Okay, the macro is still 4 more minutes, 3.5 to be exact. Um, it's okay. I mean, just, wait until we get the distribution moves. You'll see. It's just those are just I love them. You just get in. You have very minimal drawdown, and you can just it goes to 11. You got 50, 60 points. Those are all worth it. Okay, I have to sit through this BS. Okay, let's. I should be headed there. Stop doing a trade like this. Well, that degenerates, right? We're not. No. So that stop out in profit was actually a good thing. Even though it's going to the level, I think it was going to 783 was my level. Come on. So the purple line on this chart is the event horizon. That's exactly so around 7. So that's what I mean. Once it goes into that range, we're gonna ping pong between event horizon and the NWalks, and that helps me frame trades as well in the PM session. So I had 783, so we could wick a little bit lower to hit the event horizon. So I'm still, like I said, I had 783 in mind. I got to stop out here because it's going up and down. It was a stop out in profit, but that's fine. It's still going. I don't want to be in this kind of. So, but it's always good to see it go to a level, right? That you are. But it's sort of certain. Price action is just not the way to. That's part of the deal. This would have been an entry for me. Like I said, it was actually a 3 minute inversion. Let's make it a 5 minute. 5 minutes. 831 to 8783 would be my level. You want to be this way. Like invalidated, right? This bullish candle is invalidated. We've got a body below it, and new candle opens up. You get a rejection into it. Already because of the body close outside of it, there is no more bullishness. And then entering here, your stop loss goes maybe to just above the mid. So we'll do it with micros. This is quite a big stop. And then you just write it down to 7, 8. And why 7, 8? Couple of things. It was the gap here, and it's also an event horizon. That means the midpoint between these two end marks. And also, not only that, it's also the 930 candle. So there are multiple functional. But as I said, on days like this, put your TP a little bit higher instead of that level because of exactly this. It might just leave it 785. You see here, it did not to the bastards. That's what happens on days like this. So you just put it 2 or 3 points higher, and then you're out, or you just take your profit when you see a candle like that at the end of the macro. So it's 110. So then you got your TP. Yeah, I got stopped out in profit. I just trilled it. But it's shitty. I mean, we don't want to be in this trade. I don't care. It's not fair. I want the low resistance move, not the large distribution move. So we want that. Oh, I have to check if that's my cat. I think there's an animal coming in my. It's nice. I see. I'm looking at the stream on another, and I see a cat on the coming through a window. Yeah, see her bum. Gigi, are you fighting? No, she's not a fighter. My girls are not fighters. Ah. Oh gosh. It's most fun on stream when you have nice trades, right? But it's also fun just to analyze and sometimes go through these nasty consolidation area. Even though we're dripping down, it's just also it just teaches you a lot of things as well. Like, okay, I look at it. Okay, what if I would have ended here? How could I frame this area as a what do you have? Okay, well you can have this inversion here, and then you could already enter here, but then you still have this bullish fair value gap, right? Which you could, use as a trampoline. But the moment it goes out of this one, and there's no more. We're out of it. Here's the wick here, and here's the body, another body, and this is, you want this candle, and 1230 candle. That's nice. Should be a 1230. Let me see if it's 1233, because I love the 1233. Just want to double check that. Let me go back to my one. This can 1230 exactly. Okay. So this would have been the perfect entry for 1230 exactly. So this is how I journal. I go over these times and I look at, okay, what time did something happen specifically, and where would I enter and why? And then I used to mark down all these times when we're high, time to go to. It's just really, but it did help me a lot. Okay, let's see now. This is weird. We're not supposed to have it. It's 1 o'clock, right? 1:15. Hmm. Okay, now we're going into this level. Now we're getting into this little gap here, the 4 hour. We still have 45 minutes on the 4 hour. I think we're going to go into this rejection block and go halfway. So most likely, if you want to trade, let me quickly measure this and see where the half point is of this 4 hour wick. Okay, the midpoint is here, here, and 66. Okay, just make, if you are going to be in a trade, just measure those 75 and the 1/3 levels and just play it per level, and yeah, there should be some more information on those levels. Yeah, so I do think that we're going to reject somewhere in the area. We do have a order block here as well. Let's measure the body. Let's see if we have some confluences there. If they match. Let's see, let's take the whole order block. Yeah, this area here is just keep going together, right? Oh, look at that. Here we go. This level here, almost the same. To make a line here. Now let's see where we have the lines adjoining. So this 033. Boom. You see that? So I measured the 4 hour wick and the candle here, the bodies, and you see this level 23,756. That is exactly the same. 23,756. Mark that on your charts. Hello? No, you cannot jump like that. Yeah. So that's how you find confluences, levels that are really, really fun. They're exactly the same. It's, not always, but let's see. 23. I said 756, right? Okay. Let's see if that's a level we're going to hit today. Oh, no. 23,756. We still have 3/4 of an hour to go. So, you see here we already took this level. So what is it going to do, right? External to internal. Could do it in the next candle as well, though, but it doesn't. I just think it's going to be an order. This is just going to be an order block because we're still bullish. We're still bullish. But then again, we've got this flat candle here, and we've got a gap here as well. Oh boy. Well, we're just gonna wait. Wait. Be patient. What should I do? You put a deal. Yeah. Now, I just need to check something because I'm just not sure now. Hmm. Oh, June 13. Oh, mistake again. Session step them. God, have to be good too. Okay. Hmm. I think this one is wrong. The one that I calculated from 1 to 130. I think it should be. I think I have to delete that one. I'm just going to leave it for now. Just I need to double check. I sort of forgot now. So, doesn't make sense. But then again, look how beautiful. We want the one that is created after 130. Yeah, same like 930. Yeah, I need to delete it. I'm going to delete this. Should not. This one has to go. Um, yeah. So there we go. Yeah. So there is no new one. Now you have to get this out of the way. This inversion. Let's see if we have checking. So we're just also bouncing like the opening range gap. I'm just going to mark it on my chart because I'm talking a lot about it and I'm not showing it. So I think that's not, but I can always like turn it, switch it back on and off, right? Because I mentioned it so many times. Let me copy it and show you guys because there's so much information in that one as well. And it helps me a lot to frame my trades and also let me trade. Where are you? It's not an orb. It's really the gap between close at 4:15. So Friday, in this case, Fridays, and opening at 9:30. It's not an opening range like the 15 and I hate those. I don't really work with those. I think they don't give that much. Well, I don't think they're that exact. Let me put it that way. But this, it gives me so much information, and I'll show you why. Here we go. So now you see this is the gap. So what I do, you see, we into it. We didn't even touch it. So my question, so what I always do, I grade them with the same level. These are my only levels. I don't know what this line is. I'm going to get rid of this. And now I'm looking at. So did I mention 756? Right, that was that level that matched the exact point in this 4-hour wick and this bullish order. 756. Boom. Quarter of this opening range gap is 756. So that level really has my attention for today, for some reason. Yeah, I think if we're going to reject in this order, in this rejection, we are going to go down to this candle. We obviously want to see a reject somewhere. So this level matches with I want the level of this one and I want the third level of this one. So that's a 3 confluences that match that gives the same data. So that really has my interest. When you see something like that, it doesn't have to use that level, but it's sort of like it becomes sort of significant, right? And let's have a look on the higher time if we can see a fair value gap or something. Oh, look at that. You see the orange line? I don't know how many people are watching. This is some sauce here. Hey guys, come on. This is the first presented fair value gap of a London session. Here you go. An inversion. Hey, I'm gonna frame my trade. Don't tell anyone. 756. You might go lower, but I mean, if we're going to reject, this is a perfect point. We've got so many things lining up now, right? 757. I love it. So algorithmic, everything. Okay. See you in the 3 minutes. No, so you saw it happen, right? Yes. I'll leave it on the far. Look at that beautiful orange line there. We're going to look at that. We're going to frame a trade. Almost 130. Oh yeah, it gets me excited. 130 gets me excited. Yeah, so we've got half an hour for the 4-hour candle to go. I think the 4-hour candle is going to go into this area. I mean, it would. It would look really weird thinking about two of those blocks, right? We just want one or block and then a rejection to the upside because we still have liquidity. We're still not done yet to the upside. I'm still bullish higher time frame. So you see it's very significant that it doesn't even go into this level, right? It's just sort of like just above this opening range gap. So question is, are we going to go up first and then down, or are we just going to spike into it like a wick, like a manipulation wick, and then blast off? So will it do it maybe in the like? What do we want to see in a 4-hour candle? Right? You want to see a wick, and then you want to see a body again. So you wanted to do it before 2 o'clock. and then go back into the range. So then you have a wick here, and then it most likely makes maybe an, what was the level again? Equal highs, equal low. 757, 757, 7. It's right over here. But it could also make an equal low. It goes further down into this area here. It's still in this, it has to stay in, we want to stay in this order block, right? Because we're bullish. We want it to reject from this area. So either it creates takes up this liquidity, it's still possible because it could still stay in this block, or it's going to reject, it becomes a rejection block. If I'm talking too much and getting too much in depth, let me know, guys, because I can talk about these things for hours. But I hope it's clear. I hope everyone knows what a rejection, that these wicks are rejection blocks, and that's the opening range gap. Yeah, really helps you frame the order flow, and the level matches up with, you know, you can play these things on the higher time frame. When you see those things match, it's a significant algorithmic level. So yeah. Oh, just switch it. Don't be distracted for a big move. If I have a good move, I'm gonna play uh, my funded accounts. I already have, I'm up 400 on the day. So I'm very, I don't want to give anything back. So I had one paper trade that was a stop out in profit. Need to go off. We don't want to do it now. But obviously I do want to have a good trade. Yeah. So now the question is, should I take a trade to the downside? But you know, when I noticed that my timing was a bit off because my analysis on the level was, well, it still didn't reach that 783, right? But I'm sort of like in doubt a little bit because I don't know. It could take its sweet old time and just, you know, go after 2 o'clock. So I just want to, maybe it's better just to let the 4 hour candle finish and see what it does. But it's hard for me to really, if I look at the higher time frame, why would it have two black candles, you know, down close candles? We just want to go into that order block, into the rejection block, and then, you know, we want to go back to the upside. But I use these already, so in the this is already this can go back to be a green candle. Could be. If we blast off now, for example, could be. You could just spike up, you know, and then this becomes a green candle again. We've seen it happen. We've seen it happen. Let's see. Oh, no. You're gonna do that? No. Too late. To this level here for us. Look at that. You're so juicy. Juicy candle. I want you to go here. I want you to go to 756. And that's also very significant. If you have an opening range gap and it's so bullish, it doesn't get below the 0.5, right? But especially when it's really bullish, it just, sometimes it doesn't even go below, you know, just next to it. But for me, the fact that it just didn't even tap into it, I'm like, oh, it might, you know, prepare itself for a little move into it. So that makes me hopeful. Just saying. We'll see. I'm gonna take it off. The yellow thing, and I'll leave the measurement on. That's it. So these measurements are from the opening range gap. You know. I'm watching what it's doing with this inversion. We're at 135. You want to see some movement coming. The 130 move, like ICT says, gives the sets the stage for the later for the PM session. Oh, I like that. Let's go further down. I think I might trade, like I said, after 2 o'clock. I'm gonna see then maybe that's there. We have a lot of consolidation. It's a time model that starts, and, but I hope that candle, the 4 o'clock candle, might just want to see within this before 2 actually. So in the let's say in the macro, right? So that means 10 to maybe starts moving at quarter 2. Let's see. See, it's staying inside that inversion, right? Going back and forth, in and out, in and out, in and out. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna have a look. Um, on the 1 minute, I'm gonna open. I want to make sure that my live fund is open. Yeah, here, trade it. Maybe I want to. Waiting patiently. Want to see a good entry. I want to really see it go further down. But I think we have to wait until if the 4 hour candle is going to do what I want it to do, then it's not going to do it before the 150. It could set the things in motion at 145 already. But let's see. I'm going to get something. I need some chocolate. I'm going to get some. I haven't, I did eat, but I need I need a little snacking before I move. I need some energy before we're going to come. I'm in the bed mood now, so no time for cooking. Just one quick. So good. Just a few. I'm gonna put it away. I haven't had it for ages. Oh, look at that. 756. What do I do with the next one? Remember? Go to the 5. Once you rejection. You have a 5-minute inversion. A retest. Doesn't. I think I'm just going to. No, I'm not going to do that. But I'm so sure of my move. 756. Everything's lining up. We're going down. Yeah, I'm going to do a few micros on my funded. Just one micro.
Order filled.
756, but I'm going to make it 757. Very tight stop. Hold on. Might be too early. It's going down. Good words. Why are you not putting them in the stop? So I'm framing it about around the 4 a.m. candle, the 4 hour candle, not the 4 a.m. candle. Sorry. So I want the 4 a.m. to finalize the move into that rejection block with that level that I've had 3 confluences with, and my stop is 758. Put it on. I haven't got a proper stop now. Okay, gotta put 758. There's an inversion here just above. Okay, I'm gonna put my stop right above the 810. It might be a little bit too early because like I said, I think it's gonna make the move in the 150. It looks so weak now. It looks so weak. Okay, let me frame the trade here. A little bit too early, but go back to that 4 hour. No, it's 45. Trend line. But I wanted to go over this line. I want to create the line here. That's what I want to see. There you go. I like that. I don't want you to go back. Mm-mm. There we go. Let's go back down. There we go. I love you, NQ. I always love you. Ugh, isn't it beautiful? So predictable. Now go down. Do not disappoint me today. I'm in my live account now, so do not. 756 we said, right? Let's see if it goes to that level. Now I'm a little bit worried here. You see the event horizon again, 779. That's here one level. If it goes below that, I might add another one. If it goes below that level, and I do not go back up. I just need to go down. That's what I don't like about this price action. Okay, so this is the first percent fair value gap of the 130 move, and I like that it's rejected. What I'm seeing right now in the 1 minute, I really like. I don't want it. If it goes back up, I'm getting out of my trade. Yeah, because then it's not ready to go. But let me see it with the 1 minute. It go down. Do not go up. Reject out of it. Come on. I've got a few more seconds. 10 seconds. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Oh shit! Sorry. I'm gonna bring my stop a little bit further down because I would rather be stopped out a little bit sooner than get back in. I really want a tight stop loss. I really think it's going to make that move in this macro, but it could spike up. Come on. That's what I want to see. Just go down. There we go. Just drop. We've been in consolidation. So this, I want this to be the manipulation move, and then we get the distribution move to the upside and in the PM session. So literally, I'm just now actually also playing the manipulation move. See there we go. 758, 756. Come on, go, 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 go. I really wanted to drop, to get into that level. I don't want I don't want this to be the manipulation move to go back to the upside. I really. My stop is very tight. It was 804. So I was willing to be stopped out if it went up or if it's going to go. If it spikes up, I might even. No, I'm not getting out. It's 1 micro on my funded. I'm already up for the day, so I don't want to give a lot of money back. I'm not trailing it yet because we don't have a large distribution move. I just want to really see it drop now, just fall. It needs to free fall into that 758 level, 756. I don't want any futzing around. Enough from the manipulation and the consolidation. I just want it to fall. It looks weak though. Come on, just drop now. Drop. Now I forgot the level that I was going to add. Okay, just drop and key. Come on, do it, baby. I love you. There we go. Just drop. There we go. Yes, I love you. Oh. I'm not gonna add. It's 1 micro. I had a specific level and I forgot the level. I didn't write it, so I'm not gonna do it. You're going long at 758. No. I'm short now at 756 because that's a level I think it's going to, and I think we're going to reject there. Yes, but I'm going to reassess. But I have to let me just. I'm in this trade right now. But if we're going to if I'm going long at 756, it's basically a turtle soup. It's going to be zero drawdown almost. But I just want to see how we're going there and what it's going to do in this macro, because I could be wrong with this level. I'm going to trail my stop though now a little bit. Let me see. We're 1252. I just want to go a little bit lower. 778. So 10. Yeah, go. Ooh, nice. Perfect. Hey guys, I mentioned this level, right? As I said this was going to happen. Analysis, but my execution was not as good as I wanted it to be. I'm getting out. I'm taking it. No, it's still gonna go there. These candles used to scare me, like if I'm in a trade, but okay, I'm getting out. Why?
Order filled.
Yeah, okay, I'm getting out because in profit, it went to 761 and not to the 756. Now I'm going to recess. We're not done with the macro. I just want my profit because I'm playing my. I'm gonna wait, but I still think it's gonna go to 756. Still going. See it yeah. But technically, it doesn't have to go to what Y because we are in the rejection block. But let me just reassess. Okay. We still have 5 more minutes for the 4-hour candle. So you see why I got out, because we hit the rejection block. We are in this bullish order block. So it does not have to go to that level, even though I have my confidence there. And this doesn't make me visible when I'm in my funded account. So now, this was the level I was looking at, 25%. We did not even hit it, but we did go into the range. So this is enough for, if we're bullish, this is enough now to go long. But then again, I'm just, if we would go here now and we would touch it, that would be I will be more inclined to go back into a long. Did anyone take that short? Let's move down. And look, we have a beautiful trend on liquidity here. Put so much, look how what's been is building liquidity for move up. This is, look at this. This is gonna be beautiful. All the way up. You just have to find a good entry. It's bullish as hell, in all honesty. Okay, let's so what I want to see, if we I'm just looking at, this is going to be the breaker. So Chuck, you're asking me about if you're going long at 756, what is your stop going to be? Technically, what I want to see, like say, for example, we do go down to this level, right? If my analysis was correct, I could be wrong, but I would like this to become a bullish breaker. So it means I would like to see how we go down, and this becomes a bullish breaker up, right? Then I'm going to try to get in sooner so I can get my stop right below, just at this level. If this level is hit and we see a turn, and then this will be confirmation that this will become bullish breaker. But then my stop will be already here. So normally I would wait for the bullish breaker to be activated and then activated and then retest. But then I'm already here and my stop is already here. But we could go down lower. I mean, for what, my analysis could be totally wrong, and maybe we're bearish and we're going to go just this whole bullish candle. But then your stop, my stop is going to be right around, if price action is the way I want it, it's going to be a very tight stop. But I will I'll do it live on stream. And Most likely it will be around 10 past 2. I mentioned that time before because I just want to see. So we've still got 10 more minutes, right? So, I mean, think about it. If this is the level it needs to go to, it's taking its time, right? I am very, I don't know. I have this level. I'm very, I'm married to this level now, I guess. We'll see. We'll see if I'm right. Maybe I'm really, really, really wrong. No. But I hope not, because then this will be a perfect trade for a long setup, and then this becomes the bullshit breaker. Because now we just still, we don't have a breaker, nothing. We have a breaker here, but I want this to become a bullshit breaker. $2. Okay, so the 4-hour candle is done. Let me have a look. So the 4-hour candle did not go to that level. I wanted the 4-hour candle to do that, and then create before in the first half of the macro, and then create this week. But now it doesn't make sense to me if the 4-hour candle goes lower. 4756. Good. It could have been without that. Okay, well, let's see. Let's see. Like, yeah, if we're bullish, we don't want to risk on work. So I really would love one more step down. So that we have a better. It's really difficult to bring to, okay, would this be a change in state of delivery? Is this a change in state of delivery? I really want this to become a breaker. But then we need one more leg down. Just give us one more leg down, please and you. You were so beautiful just now with this move, but it didn't hit particularly what I wanted to do. This is very typical on days like this, right? And it doesn't really respect all these algorithmic levels. It just sort of like doesn't hit it. It's always just a little bit off. But we'll see. We still have some time to go. Your feed is getting really choppy, hard to understand sometimes. Oh, really? I'm sorry. That was this. Yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry. I can't do anything about it because my internet should be good. Your feed is getting choppy, hard to understand. Is it better if I'm closer to the mic? Okay, I hope you can still hear me though. Yeah, so I think it has to do with I set up the music through a VB cable, and then my mic was really bad, so I got everything off, but some settings might be still there, and I think it has to do with that. So I really have to reset everything. But we are going up, so let me see, what time is it now? I think it's time to start being bullish, but let me just wait a few more minutes because it's okay now. I didn't do anything. Maybe it's the internet, but then again, the picture would be weird as well, right? It sucks because this morning it was bad as well, and I hate that. But anyway, keep letting me know, and I'm going to look into it because it needs to be fine. I have good internet, so. But anyway, we're here to trade right now, and even with a bad voice, I guess I will make sure that we're gonna have a good trade, I guess, or at least you know what I'm going to do. Yeah. Okay. I just don't like this level, to be honest. It's just sort of like it is sort of like, you know, hanging in there to go up maybe, but maybe not. We could go further down, but we also could ready to blast off, yeah. Let me see if I can never. Um, mm-mm. Want you ready to go down, or you ready to? Yeah, I'm really going to wait a little bit longer because I'm still, I don't know, there's something with that level. I just wanted to go down one more, just a little bit. 756, 756. Might be one very nice, very aggressive candle to the downside. Let's see. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay. It doesn't look like it wants to go further down, right? I'm looking for longs or yeah. Well, I'm actually looking for it to go further down to, but it looks very bullish now. So yes, I am actually. I was long biased, um, and I was waiting for 10 past 2. So I like it now. I guess now we have to really. I think the short is off the table. I was looking for a specific level, a little bit. It was um, only 7 points further down, but not anymore. Over and done. So let's wait what the next candle is going to do. We've got change in the state of delivery already. Now the only thing that I don't like is that we don't have a. Okay, now we're rejecting at the first presented fair value gap of the. See, this was the level I was eyeing. We got trend line liquidity here. See, I think that's my internet. There's someone. See, you don't have a proper breaker here, for example, so we're in this area. So if we would have had a nice move to the downside, I would have, could frame a good long from here, which will be in this bullish order. But looking at these candles, we have this order block. We are moving candle also below the 50% of this body. Now, are we still going to go to the downside, or are we ready to go up? We could dig deeper in this order block. Now, this is a valid breaker. This could be a long here. I'm going to go long on my life. 1 micro. Very tight stop. Below the breaker.
Order filled.
Yeah, right over here. Let's see. So I'll do it here as well. See, my internet, something is wrong. My internet threw me out. Let me just Here we go. 90. This below breaker. This is the breaker. This is my trade. But we still have this inversion here. I'm a bit careful here, to be honest. So let's see. This is what I mean. So be careful. Because do we have a breaker on the 3 and the 5? Yes, we do on the 3 and we have 5. But I'm still eyeing this level here, to be honest. So I'm just not sure about this long yet. Let's see it. Move a little fun. I want to see it blast through here. There we go. Okay, my TP. I need to look into my TP quickly. What are you doing? It's so annoying. Okay, I'm gonna hold it to 853-ish. Let me see, because it could reject from here, because we've got a few stacked root candles, which could indicate on chop or rejection. But did we hit that level? Yeah, you know, guys, I'm still aiming for that lower level, 756 that I mentioned. So I'm just not sure if I should. I'm getting out of this trade. I'll tell you why.
Order filled.
I'm okay to miss it. I know we're going up maybe, but I don't trust it. I just don't trust it. It's just. I just. You see, it's just. I want to see a retest, or I just want to see it just go down a little bit. Uh, 756. I do think it's going to go to 853.50. See, this is the thing. When I don't have my confluences in order, I need like 3 or 4 confluences, and then I go in big, and then I really have like a when it's a distribution low resistance. But I'm just missing one. I just don't. I'm just not 100% sure, and it might go without me this time, but it's okay. You know, I'm up for the day. I do have a level. If it just blasts off, it will go to 853, 23,853-ish. It does look like it's done. Yeah, it's done. It's done going down because it hit the end walk. Let me see. I just want to be 100% sure. So we had a here. You see what I don't like now? It's just we're in this breaker, right? And it's just not going over this yet. You need to blast through. We've got a lot of wicks here, which might be objection blocks, but I'm a bit cautious. I'm just a little bit cautious now. This was a good move. I mean, I hope some people got this move the upside because that was a beautiful move. We're blasting through. You're gonna blast through all the way to 853, 854. 853 is still for 40 points, but let's see how it reacts because this is the level it really needs to break. It's 1420. Continuation move. There's a 20 past the hour. Let's see if it does it. I mean, if we're going up, we're going up. We have a lot of liquidity on the upside as well. So I got out of my long in profit. I'm up for the day on my funded 400 because of the AM move. So I don't want to give anything back. But this is a nice move. If we're going up, we're going to go up. Okay, let's see what it does. Come on. Thank you. Yeah. Eight five two. If it's gonna blast through, it's gonna go all the way to 852, 853-ish. Hmm. Is anyone in the long? Okay. I might enter to the 1 minute here. I really want to see a good down close candle. I really want to see a retest of some. It's gonna blast off. Super. Okay. Getting in with the micro on mark 265. What did I say? Did I stop?
Board filled.
Um, 852. Okay, I don't want it to go below this level. This is my stop. A little bit lower. You're not stop me out. You're not stop me out. Just to the upside. I'm gonna put it on my chart as well. Just want to make sure. Mm-hmm. No. We can go lower than this. To go up now. Yes. Hold on, guys. I just have to manage my trade. I entered in it was not a good execution, but I actually wanted to see it go down first. There we go. Can I just go through? 1424. Okay, I'm out. Okay, that's okay.
Order filled.
Yeah, it already stopped out. That's okay. So what I was looking at, but it's okay. I wanted to go down because that will give us a much better entry. Well, I must find this. This is a paper trade, by the way. This is not my real trade. I'm the other one that you heard was my okay. God. Okay, we're gonna go over. We're gonna do it over. What I have to see now, what I'm waiting for. I actually want lower level here. I wanted to go back into this range, go a little bit lower, and then frame along. But if is it going to give us that? No, most likely not. So now we really have to frame. I have to go to the 1 minute. Let's go back to the 1 minute. So we've got a nice little bullish fair value gap. Now, yeah, I'm still bullish. I'm still bullish for the PM session, definitely. But being Monday, what I'm also thinking, we could get a lot of consolidation here. We could get a few consolidation weeks as well. So we have to be cautious because we have a no news day tomorrow as well. We had a big move today. We reached a level that was actually a level that could have been reached on Friday, but it manipulated earlier, right? So are we going to get a move to the upside all the way today? Might not be. It might keep it for tomorrow because it's also a no news day tomorrow. So why I'm a little bit cautious and going in and out and not sure about that move to the upside was because I was thinking about a few things. Like, okay, what is this? What are we going to do in this session? Are we going to take liquidity and take it all out already, or is it going to stall and just take a little bit and then go into consolidation? So I was looking at a few things, and that's why I started to doubt the trade a little bit. So I just want more information. So this is another thing that I was looking at. We tapped with 1 hour into this fair value gap. So that's why I was also thinking we're going back down. So that was also one of my analysis that I thought, okay, if we tapped into this bearish fair value gap, are we going to use this to go further back down, or are we going to and disrespect it? So I'm a little bit confused at the moment. I'm not 100% sure of the trade, so that's why I'm a little bit hesitant at the moment. I just want a little bit more information. And for me, it was a sure thing if we would have hit this level, the 20% before this opening range gap. That would be my confidence. Then I would have a more confident in the long. I'm just at this moment, I just don't know. Let me check the 5 minute. See, so on this wick, we took a little here. See, this wicks here, it exists as a rejection block. But this is also liquidity, right? So it's two things. So it looks pretty nasty, guys, on the 5 minute, to be honest. I don't like it when I don't have 100% confidence in a trade. I just get out. We went into this bearish fair value, went down. We went into this down. So it looks like it's time to go up, right? It looks like it. So we can go higher into this one. I'm inclined to see long, but I'm just not 100% feeling it. So this is the 50% level, 821 on the 1 hour, 821. So that means in a wick again, or 822, just on top of this. Yeah, 856. I still have that 85. If it goes up, it's going to go to 853. See, it's wicking. It's just. I don't like it, guys. I just don't. You see why I just don't feel it. It's just. Anyone in along? And no, see, it's just not going straight away. It still might go, but it needs more time, and we have this beautiful fair value gap here. So let's see, let it retest something, and then we can always reassess, right? We can reassess. Um, and we have to consider no news day tomorrow. Let me double check tomorrow. I think if I'm correct, tomorrow was a no news day too. And we had, I mean, in all honesty, today was a very good day for a no news day, right? I mean, I had a pretty good day so far. Um, what date is it tomorrow? Today is the 8th, right? Yeah. Okay, no news tomorrow as well. And then we have nice and lovely news, 8:30 candles on the rest of the week. I love 8:30 candles, news candles. So, it's gonna be a good week. So, yeah. No, this is really a price action to stay out of. Don't waste your time. You don't want to be in this price action. Just give it another. We're gonna wait till let's see, just another. It's just gonna be another round of consolidation. Um, we'll see what it does in 15 minutes, or let's say 15, 12 minutes. We'll have the. There could be a volatility injection at 1447. Let's see, at 3:15. Oh, we're almost at the end of the session already. We'll see. I do think it's going to go to the upside, but it's going to be very. I do have this level, 853, 23,853, but I think it's going to be really manipulative to the downside first, to this fair value gap, and then go up. So always when I get a feeling like something is off, I just don't like it. It always sort of helps me to stay out of trouble. So I just always listen to it. Yeah, it was a good call on my behalf for my life. I'm still up. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to trade my funded anymore today. I'm at 400. I think that's fine for one day, for one account. Another one is 250 up. So I think I'm done with trading my funded, my live account. So I think I'm just going to play demo for today. So every trade is just going to be demo. Uh, yeah, I think I'm just going to close it. Because I don't, when we have this price action at this time of the day, we might get a spike up to one level, but that's it. I think, we are 2:35 Eastern now, so we've got 1.5 hour to go. I don't think we're going to get a large move to the upside. We might get one spike, and then it's going to consolidate again, and then it's going to, give us some stuff for tomorrow. So I don't want to bring the bearer of bad news, but we have a lot of liquidity that has been created. So, but then again, it could do it, but it's. So this hourly candle, and we could move into this area before the end of the hour, and let's see if it goes over this inversion. Well, it's not an inversion, obviously. It's a fair value gap. This was the inversion, and we're in the inversion right now, but technically the bodies are out of it, right? But let's see. I don't trust it for one bit, to be honest. It's dabbling in the middle, and we could go either way. So, and I think the move is, if we go to the upside, it's just a minor move. But hey, I could be 100% wrong. I just really want to see it move more to this area and more, maybe even to maybe a little further down. But then we have the order block there. It's going to disrespect either this fair value gap, or it's going to disrespect a bullish order block. So it's, but it could also just do not both of them, right? So then we're just going to consolidate in this area here, or just maybe go back into this little wick here, 770-ish. Could disrespect this order block and go really super block. So yeah, let's see. We just have to wait. We're just gonna wait. I mean, we don't mind, right? I hope everyone had a good day so far with the AM move. And guys, listen, we're gonna get a good week. The rest of the week is gonna be nice. Wednesday we've got good green. We're gonna have red golden news. I'm not worried at all. And if week two and three are always my best weeks, and especially week three, then we get large distribution moves. Um, and my 10-4 model always gives me, in the AM session, always is my go-to model. So yeah, it's all okay. We're just gonna tape read, right? There we go. That's what I want to see. I want to see go to the down. Just go into this area so we can frame that around. Let's see. I'm I treated myself on some chips. Not too healthy. I don't know. I'm not giving a good example, but I just. Mm-hmm. See, it's also like, I mean, it's very frustrating when you think, you want to trade, and then you get out of the trade because you just don't trust it. But it's also very, sort of like, um, and sometimes when you get out, you still miss it. But 9 out of 10 times, when you follow your intuition, at some point you don't know why, and you're looking at a few things, and you can frame it both ways. I just get out because I just don't want to be, and it sort of saves you for a lot of heartache and just annoying price action. Hmm. So now you see this little, the little, it's a little inversion. Let's see what it does. Let's see this little thing here. And am I correct? Let me just see. Yeah, here you go. Is it respecting it? Yes, it is. We're also above the event horizon. You see the body of the 1 hour is staying above it. So if you want to frame along, I'm not going to frame. I'm not going to do anything on my live. If I do, it is a paper trade. But this is now respecting this inversion, right? So if we're going down, we want to see it go below this, and if we're going up, we want to see the body above it. But this is also very telling. The event horizon. So this is the mid between the two. The 1 hour body is above it. So these two levels I'm eyeing now for if I would trade, if I'm going bullish or bearish, I'm looking at these two levels. We're out of macro time, so it's also a little bit. But if we're going to drop right below this one, like it's doing now, let's go to 1 minute. You want to see the candles? See? Now we're getting bearish, right? Yes. Like I said, there was no breaker on the side. I never like this trade. I want a breaker. Yeah, one here, but you want to see, I want this to become the breaker. So that means I want to leg down, further down. There's something wrong with my internet. Why is potato chips so nice, huh? Okay, now we're above again, about above that level. Let's see if it stays above. So this way here, I see that as rejection block, which means it's candle into it, and I could reject. But then we want to see this bearish value gap being respected. But it also indicates that it's going to be stuck at the rest of the evening between this level, between this bearish value and this rejection block. So it's just doing its work and working this level. So that's what I'm looking at, and that's why I was a little bit hesitant. Seeing some things like, oh, I can frame it, I can frame the trade suddenly both ways, and then I get like, okay, then I'm getting this out. Now we have another level we can look at here. If you take longs, just make them, just be careful, just take quick stabs, right? You just, and for example, it rejects here. Is it worth it to take points to the, for example, you take a trade, just right into this fair value gap. That's a little scale that can take. I don't like to do that too much. Sometimes I do, but I'm not really into it. I would rather have a larger move. And I don't think we're going to get that today, tonight. We could, but maybe. But you can scalp trades like this. Um, ones. For example, to measure visible group. So you take it right over here, the movement goes up, you stop mid, below the midpoint of this version, and you can stop very fast with these short moves. So that's similar, like also from here, right, with the larger time. See this inversion of this value gap. Just it just evolves. So you fix the liquidity here, you do the gap, and then we're done. But it looks still bullish. But it's just creating a lot of liquidity here. Well, this has been taken out now, but this is all still liquidity to be taken. I mean, we've got one wick to the downside, and we've got a lot of equal highs here, and then trend line liquidity on the left, right? So looks bullish. 1446. Now, this is the first presented fair value gap of today, this morning. So important level. So open, didn't even go into the opening range gap. And next to the first presented, we tapped it, we went into it, and now working our way. And now it seems to be, let's see how it reacts from it. You want to see it blast out of it, right? If price is going to go out of this range, I do see a long up to 858 about this level. So that means it will have to disrespect this 1 hour bearish fair value gap. But on the 1 hour is in rejection block as in fair value gap. So the question is, what is it going to do? Are we going to just gonna go putz around in this area and create more of these beautiful consolidation candles, or is it going to take out, going to go higher in this? Is it going to go higher in this area? And just in it, is this going to be this wick is going to be one different? I use a lot of wicks in my analysis because this wick is of importance as well. It's not only this wick. Not only this one, also this way. Yeah. Because this could be wick for the 1 hour. If we go to another time frame, the fair value gap would be much larger. Yeah. Well, we'll see. Looks ugly. Ugly PA. Ugly, ugly, ugly. You see there's another fair value gap here. A little bit higher. Yeah. I'll keep it on the 4 hour. We love the 4 hour. Oh, oh, Dolly, do not let Kitty Pet go. Dolly, it's okay. Dolly, hey, Dolly, no. Uh, See, it's respecting if you get the structure on the 1 minute. It's still respecting the bullish structure, right? And at this lower inversion, we work our way through it. We have one, two, we need one more leg down. Technically, it's not an inversion yet, right? Because we need one through it and another one through it, and then it becomes a bullish one. So this is not a proper inversion yet. Because we only have one leg through it, and we need another leg down, and then when it comes up, then it's a proper inversion, which you can see as a bullish PD array. So if it's bullish because of this fair value gap, but not because inversion. So technically, this is not significant yet. I should use this one as a version. This here now. When we get a candle through here, then we can when it comes up, then we can use this as a proper inversion. So for now, we just have to look at this, only at this bullish value, including the low. I'm gonna get rid of the opening range gap because I've got the levels on it anyway. So it's a little bit too much on the chart. Let's have a look. So yeah, I actually, for me, it would be much better if we have more bearish price action for now. I would prefer to see that. Still bullish on the higher time frame, but for now I would rather see this 25 level here hit. I'm married to that level. Yeah. I'm getting more inclined to think it's going to go a little bit lower. It's just tricking people to, with all this, if you look at this price, if you look at the structure, you're bullish, right? But I just don't think it's just going to fool us to, you see what it's doing. We have first presented, we have a wick above it, then we have a wick now in it. This is going out of it. I think we might even have one more tap into it and then move lower again. And yeah. That's actually what I prefer to see, because now the move up is just, I couldn't really frame it proper. Yeah, you could, this was my breaker, and then you just tap out of it and we're in a continuation now. So, but we're still holding bullish structure. We're holding bullish structure. Mm-mm-mm. I don't mind to tape. I enjoy tape reading. Not being in a trade sometimes it's relaxing. It's when the moment you're in a trade, it's hard to really tape read properly, to be honest, because you're just monitoring the trade as well. So for me, it's also a good thing just to frame maybe a trade and not be in a trade if there's a lot of people in the chat and in the. I don't really mind if I had a good day, just to help people frame a trade better. Oh, did you hear that? My house is falling apart. What the hell is that? I'm gonna close my live session because I don't want to make a mistake. I want to make sure that I'm not in anything anymore. I already exited everything. It's still open, so I don't want to. Okay, so 400 up for the day. That's good. I'm happy today. I wanted a little bit more, to be honest, but it's okay. Um, I want to hopefully I can get a payout this week. I'm aiming for that. But yesterday, or last week, I didn't do any live trades. NFP week, I don't do nowadays. I just only do. I did pass a couple of evals. But then I did, mainly on stream it was paper trading, demo trades. I always say that in the class, whatever trade I'm doing. But I've just, most of my losing trades are always in a few, and especially Thursday for some reason. So I don't even do it anymore. But there was a good, the drop on Friday was quite nice. But letting it go. I just do better if I don't do it on NFB. I just do evals. Okay, now just go in, just go down, and just go into that range further. So you see, sometimes it's very frustrating when you have an analysis and it doesn't do it like on this candle. I thought it would go lower, right? But now it's fully now, for example. And it's an hour later, yeah, almost an hour. But it's so hard to really understand time. When does the algo do things, or how does it? So that's something I'm really, I'm like, okay, my analysis was, for example, I'm not saying that it's going to go, but imagine that it's going to. It does happen a lot that analysis was correct, but it just doesn't go there within the macro that you think it does, but it does it, for example, one or two macros afterwards, right? So that's something really hard to to manage or to really read. But I guess that's also part of growth and being behind. The longer you are behind the charts, the more you learn, the better you get in things and seeing things faster. Like, could I see? Well, did I perceive this? I just saw conflicting data for me, so I thought I'm getting out. So it was a good call for me to do that. But I didn't. It wasn't that oh my God, there was going to be chop. I thought it was okay. Conflicting data. My experience is the moment that I see that I am either stuck in chop or I get a losing trade. So I got out within a winning trade still. Um, so that's like sometimes I think that's improvement. Just so just cutting your trade if you just suddenly don't feel it or just starting to get doubt because you see something and you just cannot really. I just want logic behind every trade. For me, it has to be mechanical. I want data to be aligning. Um, I need like 3 or 4 confluences that need to give me the confirmation, and if those are missing, I just don't trade my live accounts anymore. So my live accounts need to have specifics, and yeah, this is just something I just don't want to be involved in this, and I'm happy that I got out. So it might have looked a little bit like I was very confused. I was confused in the sense that I got in. I guess it was FOMO. Remember? I thought, oh my God, Then I was like, no, it's not going to. It might not go. So just get out. It's not your, So yeah. But anyway, yeah. There we go. That's a little tiny manipulation move. But are you really going to go down? Because that's what we want to see. We're just gonna go take read. Just want to see what it does. I'm just really curious if it goes down. Just here, 756 that I had. I'm really married to, I guess. So now we are in this little. We still have a little gap here as well in the 1 minute. Let me see in the 3 minute if that's a gap too. No, it's not. Okay. Could you tell in advance that to be a consolidation possible? Maybe on the left, right, you can expect the same area, but I see it's here and now it's higher. So why would it be higher than this area? Does that mean it's not going to come down here? Or this is balanced price range. Only width, but not price range. Let's see if we get our consolidation. No. Interest. Ugly, ugly, ugly. I think when this macro is over, I think I'm going to call it a quits because I think we are. I don't really think there's much going to happen today anymore. I think it's over and done with, to be honest. I think this is going to be it. I don't believe we're going to get a lot of price action. There might be one little spike in the market on close algo. It might just leave it for that little move. We have this all this liquidity that is created. So I wouldn't be surprised if it just goes into this level and maybe into this level. Remember this 25, the 758, 756 level. It might be one wick to this side, one wick to that side, so it takes out liquidity and it goes one leg lower. We could have that in the market on close algo. Yeah, I don't really think we're going to get a lot of price action anymore. So it might be a little bit higher or lower, but and then tomorrow, I think I'm just wondering because what tomorrow might bring because we still have this. What kind of news is it actually that we're getting? Core PPI, okay. CPI. Oh, I love CPI. And consumer confidence. Friday also red falling up to 10. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out how are they going to. The thing with this kind of liquidity, it's so easy that they are going to make it hard for people to, to grab it because this is normally low, right? Kind of liquidity when you have that. When you have it on a lower time frame, you have like a liquidity here. Yeah, it just runs to it at some point. They're making it damn hard now. And okay, so now we have a level here. So the next point of interest is going to be this level. 958. Okay, so it didn't take out this level here. So this is the point of interest, and then this one here. And interesting flat top candle as well. So definitely, and it could reject and then it could go, so let's say tomorrow we go back to the range. And then on the news candle might go out. And then we have to see what the news brings. Either we're going to go into new all-time highs, right? That's a possibility. Or we're going to go really, we're going to take out some liquidity and then just drop really down, because look at this. A lot of trend with a lot of equal lows here. We're not going to leave that. So these equal lows have, that's almost 1,000 points to the downside, right? It can be a very volatile week. So it's important to already have your levels on, like what happens if we go up and then we go down. What are my levels? Where are the imbalances on the 4 hour? Are there inversions I'm looking at? So I'm really preparing for, see, there's going to be something wrong with my internet. So, when the big moves start, you have a good idea. Okay, once it's going, you can look on the lower time frame for entries, and you're already sort of like, for example, these equal, they're equal lows at this point, but remember that they can be in rejection blocks before it goes really low. Where are breakers, for example, if we go down, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, study the 4 hour chart and the 1 hour, especially when there's 3 new large news candles, and make some scenarios like, okay, what could there be more stops here? What could stop a rejection block, right? So, for example, if we go up, okay, where could it reject off? And is there a fair value gap? Are there gaps? So just go over that. So when the week gets really crazy, you don't have to do it while there are large moves. So you can really you're prepared. Yeah. So like my eyes are already gone to, for example, when we would go down, we've got this, this second version. Yes, inversion, for example. This. Oh, I'm actually seeing it now. Look, I'm actually saying it, and I'm noticing something about it. This is a proper inversion on the 4 hour. Yeah. And then we have this is the move to the upside. Then the move to the downside, and now it's a trampoline. And now you see it's rejecting off it, right? So I actually didn't even see it, so it's good that I go over it. So you have a movement, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, then move up, and now you see it's rejecting. It's now this could be the trampoline. We have liquidity, which is manipulation, that's at 10 o'clock. Another one. So this is an important level to keep an eye on. Are there any other important ones? No. There's no. And you can see the bodies are about. So now we're in funds area. So let's see. Okay, 10 past 3. I don't think there's much going to that. Let's watch this. Oh, I'm just curious if it goes to this level or not. I don't think there's not many people are watching. People are bored with price action. I want to see it go down. Oh, see, I like to see that. That's what I like to see, and I want it to go lower. Let's see how low you can go. And then I'm going to call it a day because I'm not going to do anything anymore anyway. So it's going to be okay. Oh, look at that! See that level? It's annoying that it didn't do it. See, now it's going to go to the. It's going to go lower. Then, gosh, you see, even though it didn't do it, and it might do it now, right? It just gives me more confidence for the future that my analysis was correct. But I just really want. I hope it was correct because it just. Um, See, it fooled everyone being bullish, right? No, it's not bullish at all for now. Not bullish at all. Thank you, thank you. Naughty boy. Naughty, naughty boy. I really want to see you go there now. I want to see you go to that level. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go to that level, see what it does, and then I'm gonna call it quits. Might go even lower, to be honest. Let's see. Just create another equal low. Oh. It's time to go to this level. Just for 25. I'm just gonna call it a quits because it might just hit that level at in the last 15 minutes of the hour. So that's what it does sometimes. So I guess this level might be a solid level, and I just have to, like I said, just bounce around and get more close to this level. So I'm gonna call it quits. I want to thank everyone for joining and supporting and being active in the chat. And I wish everyone a very nice evening. And I hope to see you soon again. Ciao, ciao, bye bye. And don't overtrade or don't waste your mental capital on this.